All right, guys. I am here. I know I typically do not skip on Sundays. But today has been a day, to say the very least. So, I'm typically streaming on Sundays. I normally take, say Fridays and Saturdays off, but not really. But we had one hell of a grind recently, so it was something, right? To say the least. I was on stream for nearly 10 hours, had technical difficulties along with that. And we got through it. Now I did realize upon playing back my VOD that I didn't capture the Discord chat in the second half, which is extremely crappy, but what can you do about it? There were some pretty good moments in there, I would say, but it is what it is. OBS fails and all that, so but so today I didn't really have much going on, and I hope you guys don't either. It is a Sunday. This morning I decided to stay in bed a little bit longer than usual. Normally I have an undiagnosed sleep disorder that I have to take some type of hormone to help me get to sleep. Other times I can just chill in bed whenever. But I'm not really sure what I wanted to do today. I did eventually get up, and I had like orders from Amazon dropped off early this morning, and unfortunately I had some errands to do today. Amazon returns and that type of stuff, maybe stopping at a store. But other than that, it's been a pretty low-key day. Today is typically my self-care day, so I wouldn't normally be able to like fit in a stream, I don't think, because I just like to, on Sundays, kind of like unwind and prepare myself for Monday, because for me, Monday is the start of my week. It used to be Tuesday because it used to be in line with this game, but it is Mondays, and I suppose the start of my Monday game, or the start of my gaming week, would be Tuesday. But you do things on those types of days where, like your self-care day, like your R&R day. I did like the everything shower. I deep conditioned my hair. I did, facial exfoliators and all of that other stuff, whatever. When you get to be my age, it has to be a routine. Otherwise you just fall apart. You dissolve in water. But I did all that. And I suppose here I am. Now I do have two of my FC members inside of my Discord right now, and I think I will be joining them soon, but I just kind of wanted to get on here and show face. I'm not even sure if I'll be even running many things. If there are people that like are interested in chatting to me, that would be pretty cool. The reason why is because I'm so close to cap for this week. I only need 15. And if I was to do all of that right now, it might be something that would infringe on Last Minute Mondays, which I will do tomorrow. But I don't know. I suppose we can see what people are doing, but So right now I'm drinking a cran grape and something else. I went to go hang out with someone for a minute. One of my other friends was like saying, hey, I'm gonna be running some errands, but like it's nearly impossible to hang out with someone that doesn't have phone service. So that didn't help out. One of my friends was reaching out to me today. He's extremely grumpy right now, and I'm trying to do my best to help him out, but he has apparently a useless partner and he feels trapped. So I'm trying to help him, I guess, get around that, or I don't know. Tell him just leave her, but we all know that's not going to happen. Maybe not for a while. But if he's so miserable, I'd rather be single and struggling than to be forced to endure someone that is, one, not helpful to me, and two, just causes me like stress and doesn't help me like a partner should. I'd take that like any day, honestly. But, you know, it's not my journey, so he'll learn it. He'll learn in time, I think. I mean, I hope he does at least. Okay, so one of the things that I've been trying to do is like mess with OBS a little bit. Someone recommended Streamlabs to me, but I'm not really sure. And I feel like OBS is like working fine for me. I'm not sure if there's any thing else that like Streamlabs would, I think it's called Streamlabs. Yeah, Streamlabs would benefit me in any other type of way. I'm not really sure. Sorry, I'm trying to find a setting in this app and I can't find it. Anyway, I don't think I can find it on here. I really wish there wasn't like menus inside of menus with settings inside of settings. Like I really don't. I wish it was a lot simpler, but you know, what are we supposed to do? You know? So I was messing with like some things in here, and I don't know how to set some of these things up. So I don't know, maybe someone can like send me a link to like a video that's like useful for OBS. I don't know what I'm doing on here, to be honest. Oh, one thing I did want to talk about. I actually recently just ordered a Logitech G13. I got it in pretty good condition from eBay. I just bought it like this morning, I think. And I was like, okay, it's probably using Logitech gaming software. I installed that. It's telling me to use Logitech G Hub, which I already use. So, you know, that's not an issue or anything like that. But my Logitech G600, dead, completely inactive. And it's not showing me options inside of the Logitech gaming software. And I'm like, this has to be it. This is like why, because in order to use the G13, I'm pretty sure you have to have LGS installed. And I was just kind of preparing. I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually use it. If anything, I'll probably just buy the upgraded version in collaboration with Yoshi P and Hori. But in order for my MMO mouse to start working again, I pretty much just had to, I had to install LGS. And if that be the case and I'm not able to use my G600 with LGS installed, then how am I going to use my G13? So I kind of feel duped a little bit. On top of that, the G13 from recent Reddit posts are saying that it is incompatible with G Hub, which I understand. The shit is really old. It's a really old piece of equipment, but still, at the same time, there needs to be a cohesive nature for applications. If you're going to discontinue the use of LGS, then everything needs to be ported over to the latest software, which would be G Hub. Now, I'm not saying G Hub is amazing or immaculate, anything like that. They really, really need some help with, you know, app developers and like setting shit up, because the shit's awful. Like, I used to run my own website and I designed and built everything my goddamn self. And I don't even come from like a technical background. And I'm not talking about some like fucking, I don't even know what those other websites are called, where they're like drag and drop and you have to drag and drop like elements to make them work for your website. Anyone can fucking do that. I'm talking about actual code, like embedded code inside of websites, inside of pages. I did my own company's legal. So And like I suppose vision for Logitech could be something, but like, come on, have you seen their merchandise websites? Like those people that are running that shit and designing that shit needs to do something with, you know, G Hub and make it more user friendly and make sure like things fucking work. Because where it's at currently is just not the vibe, and that's like really really unfortunate. But who am I to say anything? I don't, you know, I don't work for them, obviously, but everyone knows it. Everyone doesn't like the software. People find it very difficult to use or infuriating, which, you know, I can get behind that. The shit's fucking weird. But, you know, that's just on my short list of grievances. Let's see what these people are doing. It looks like Zero is mining in Yoctel, and it looks like Asuna is trying to get into a duty. A duty. Let's see if there's anyone else on. Likely not. Not really. Gosh, man, it's getting hot in my office already. So anyway, let me tell you about the shit that I had to return to Amazon. It's two things. Okay, so I know like last stream or the stream before, I think it was probably last stream. The last stream, I was talking about getting a Razer Naga V2 for my like new gaming mouse, because I do use the very old but very trusted Logitech G600. I have two, but the one that I'm using is starting to show signs of like giving out a little bit. Anyway, I ordered the Naga V2 MMO mouse, and to my surprise, the motherfucker comes with a battery that you have to like replace. I thought, you know, people were fucking kidding when they told me, oh yeah, you know, you can get Razer stuff, but just know that they don't have rechargeable batteries, anything. I know that's like a weird thing to like be weird about, but like everything has like a rechargeable battery or is corded or is charged some type of way, right? And I suppose longevity, it's like, hey, also on top of that, if it's ran off of batteries, you can just replace it. You don't have to worry about the lifespan of the product in that sense. Anyway, I'm getting like way ahead of myself. I download the Synapse software and I try setting the motherfucker up, and it's just not working. Like, it's brand new. Like, you could tell I had to freshly open the package. And I'm trying to set up its like some of its buttons. The two buttons that are on the left click that are typically mapped to DPI up or DPI down. And I can't reassign them. I try to put it to like modifiers because that's an option. Modifiers is showing up as control and shift. I'm like pressing and holding them and it's not working at all. So, and then also on top of that, installing the software and connecting my computer to this mouse made my computer crash twice. So I was like, this is a no-go for me. Like, I wasn't sure about Razer products before because I've never used them. And now I'm fucking sure. So I will not be buying that. I will not be buying the Tartarus V2 or the super ancient orb weaver if I can find one. None of that stuff. And also I was told that Razer's quality used to be really good back then, and now it is shit. I suppose that's true. So, you know, that's real unfortunate. I sent that back because obviously if it's unusable to me, then, you know, I'm not going to fucking keep it. It was on sale. It was like $70 after tax. But I wasn't going to use it. It did feel pretty cool to not have a cable connected to my mouse, and like the buttons overall felt really, really cool because they were kind of mechanical clicky switches, but I'm not going to keep it for the sake of that. So I sent that back, and then like I bought a new jacket, a new hoodie. And it was cute and everything, but it was $30. What? Why are you $30? Absolutely unacceptable, completely asinine. And I know I'm the one that purchased it, but still. That's a little crazy considering it was synthetic materials. The shit will stay in the earth for like 100 years. And also, like, I'm on a pretty strict, you know, buy 100% cotton items, and they seem to be holding up pretty well, you know. A lot of people think like this is a top. It's not. It's just a cotton bra. Like, 100% cotton bra. When it comes to cotton, you don't get the fancy fucking like bras that people have with like underwire and all this other stuff. Like, and also complete chest torture. Don't wear those. Those are ridiculous. So, you know, I had to send it back. I sent them both back, you know, today. Got into the UPS store and it was just fucking busy. Like, there's two typical employees that I normally see. I've been going to the same UPS store for about a decade. And there's two women. One of them's, I'm not going to say her name, but one of them is older. The other one is younger. It was just the older one in today. Now, I understand everyone's got to work and everyone's got to eat. But when you have a store full of people, I was on a time limit anyway. Like, me and the son don't get along, so I try to get back as soon as possible. I ended up just using the kiosk there for self-service because it was just taking forever. So, I mean, not only did I not want to return the things that I needed to send back, because I'm lazy, not because I wanted them. I also had to wait in line around a bunch of other people that wanted something done. And at the speed that she was doing them, made waiting in line nearly impossible if you have something to do. And then as I was completing my errands, I got back home, pulled in my driveway, and then I get a message from my pharmacy saying my prescriptions are ready for pickup. So it's been a fucking day for me, which is why I'm having cran grape. It's a little bit of cran grape. And some potato alcohol, potato drink. So I don't know, that was pretty much my day. Also, when I pulled in my driveway, I like literally sat in my driveway for like 20 minutes on my phone because I didn't want to get out of my car. And I was fighting myself with with whether or not I should go pick up my prescription from the pharmacy, but I had just gotten home, so what the fuck ever. So anyway, I got inside, and I don't know what the fuck I did from there. It's all a blur. I think I was just watching shit on YouTube, but shit on YouTube in my living room. So, you know, not the most eventful day. Okay, so like, let me get into some backstory with you guys, so you guys know a little about me, because I know I don't really divulge much shit. Or at least I haven't yet. And I know this is typically stuff that you will learn about me over time. I'm old, first of all. Secondly, I'm a trans person. But like, I describe myself as like a non-op trans because I haven't had any plastic surgery. I haven't had any cosmetic surgery. I haven't had any fillers, any of that. I just fucking look like this. I was bullied all throughout school just because, like, people in high school, when people are starting to come into their own, guys and girls, people of my, like, same age group used to think I was a girl trying to dress as a boy. And I had short hair, too. Maybe not, like, really short, but, like, I had short hair, like... But they all thought I was a girl that was trying to be a boy, or like, I don't know what they call it. Tomboys? I think that's what my mom was. So imagine what my life has been up until this point. And also, I have 2 younger brothers. Now, let's not get ridiculous. They're not young. They're not... My youngest brother is 29, and he has a 5-year-old daughter. And my second oldest brother is 33. Anyway, they look completely different than I do. Like, I'm 5'8", and my youngest brother, I think he's 6'2", the 29-year-old. And the 33-year-old, I think he's 6'2" or 6'3". I don't know. He's tall. I'm not even really sure which one's taller at this point, but I know it's like 6'1" or 6'2" and 6'3" or something like that. When I was 19 years old, I was obviously still the same height because I was an adult. So I was 5'8", and my middle brother, the brother I had that was born after me, was like 6 foot then already. He was 16. So, and they look like grown ass men. I mean, because they are, they've never had any surgery. I don't know many people that, like, how many people honestly think that people can go out there and just like have surgery, like just because they want, whenever they can. Like, that's crazy to me. First of all, I haven't had any surgery because one, poor, and two, like, yeah, maybe there's stuff that I could have done on my face, right? I don't know. But I've thought about a few things. I thought about my nose. I thought about my cheekbones. I thought about, you know, my lips or having something done with my lips. Who the hell knows? But I'm more afraid of facial paralysis than not getting my surgeries. Like, I'm being 100% transparent. Like, if you don't fear or have a healthy fear of facial paralysis for when they're cutting your face off and putting things in there, should we classify that as mental illness? Because that's crazy. So, yeah, like I said, I describe myself as like non-op just because, you know, I am. I haven't had anything done because I can't afford it and shit is expensive. So anyway, my first serious relationship was when I was 19, or no, 18, sorry. Actually, it was before that, but we're not supposed to say that. So I was like 17 or something, and he was like 21. Something like that. And that relationship lasted 2 years. My second relationship, I don't know. I was 19, so like a year after that, I suppose. Actually, it had to be sooner. I was probably like 16. But then my second relationship was 6 years and it was terrible. I endured that for that long. And then my current relationship, I am married. And I can prove it to you guys. I have a ring. But I'll show you as to why I don't wear it. So I've been going through a little bit of a weight loss journey. And I have my rings here, you know. They're nice and pretty. However, they just kind of fall off. So I don't wear them because I lost a lot of weight. And I'm still working on it and losing my weight. And I no longer have like fat fingers. But I've been with this like incredible guy for we started being friends 12 years ago. We've been together 11 years, and we are coming up on being married 10 years in a couple of months. But since then, I don't work. And I haven't worked. I mean, okay, fairly, I haven't worked for a person or a company or someone that hands out my paychecks to me in 10 years. I have been and still am a business owner. But I don't got it like that. But I haven't essentially worked in a decade. So that's kind of why I can literally just not do anything all goddamn day, is because my husband takes wonderful care of me and he doesn't really think that I should work. So I spend time doing this shit, I guess now. I was talking about becoming a streamer for like 10 years before I finally decided to do it. I'm a late bloomer. Like, you can't, I have anxiety, okay? Just like a lot of people, I don't want to appear on camera with people. In fact, I don't even want to be seen in public. So you can't like fault me for that, because no one wants to. And if they do, they probably have mental illness, unfortunately. I hate to say it. I like to be left alone and like left in my house. And even my husband knows that I like to be leave me alone. Is that okay? Can I just, you know what? He turned me this way. No, but I would say that I'm rather rich in that. So And, you know, I am a very, very fortunate person. I don't know why the fuck he chose me, like, but he did. You know, he found me. I never go looking for anything because I feel like when you do that, you always find the wrong thing. So anyway, that was my stupid, long-winded, weird talk about like where the fuck I am today and why I'm here. And it turns out that I don't have much going on in my fucking life anymore. Once you reach a certain age, you don't really do much, and you don't like people, and like that's okay. And that's why I'm sitting here, you know, essentially talking to myself. Maybe we can get into a dungeon. I don't know. I have to see what Zero's doing. But, that's the, you know, that's the realness of my life right now. I'm pretty much just not doing anything right now. You know, I sell the occasional thing online. But other than that, I don't really do much. I kind of just chill. There's someone messaging me saying that they gave me a follow, but I have chat restrictions, so I don't get like bot follows and shit. And people aren't allowed to chat me until like for an hour. Because I don't want no scrub. No, I'm just kidding. Now, what duty can I do? So it would be level cap. It'd have to be level cap because I don't really want to. I mean, I guess I could do expert too. Let's see what my FC members are doing. See if they want to chat to me. Hello? Hello? Oh, hello. So my headset went silent, but I'm here now. So you're in Mistwake? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I might want to do a roulette. Do you guys want to help me cap for the week? And then I can do last minute Mondays on my alt tomorrow by myself. Mm-hmm. Also, I'm like casually just sitting over here playing with this buckle. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's not a vest or anything. It is literally what I use to put my gun on when I leave the house. I just haven't taken it off because it requires me taking this off, and I just don't want to do that right now. A theft. Wait, so you plan on leaving your house if you get a medium, the one that we worked ever so hard to get you when you first joined this game? So you could have a beachfront property? How hard did we work to get you to a certain level, like a certain rank with the with your grand company, so you could have a house, so they would let you? Wasn't it just like a couple days that we had to that it took to get there? Yeah. Oh gosh. Mm. I can't believe Austin is 27. Last time we talked, she was like 21. She's like, I'm 21. And then we're like, what? I need more coasters. I demand that of you immediately. No, I want fancy ones for my room, my office. Hmm. I want to make some of my potato soup. By the way, Zara, I don't know if you're listening to my stream, but I was talking shit about you not long ago. Fuck that highball glass. I need a woman's size drink. Ridiculous.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so now that Austin is back, and also your guys' voices are now being broadcasted. So, or broadcast.
Okay.
I think that's the proper word, is broadcast. So
Sounds good.
Try to.
Before you cue anything, let me real quick just change something. Excuse me. Okay. I am ready. Oh.
Hello, Josh. Welcome to chat. How are you doing? All right, let's queue for something. I'm just gonna do a ready check, just so I can get it. I am hoping for Mistwake.
Me too.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Nice.
Be
Oh, we have 2 fucking black mages. Good lord.
Yeah, it's annoying. I'll agree with you there.
Satio Smash.
So, Josh, you were just hanging out because it's a lazy weekend. Yeah, you know, I felt that way this morning. Sundays always feel like a really good day for just doing everything really slow and lazily. What is it about Sundays? I don't know.
What is that black mage weapon?
The Lilith Rod.
That looks really nice.
It's the Zodiac Braves weapon. And they're a fucking transposing hoe is what I can tell.
They have fun tons on there. Seasonal fun.
Yeah, well, Josh, if you can't pinpoint it, neither can I. And I will not try. But, you know, I feel like Sunday for me is like one of those days where I just feel like naturally inclined to stay in bed. And I did that this morning, so... And, you know, I don't hate it. I'm not... So, Josh, what did you end up doing today, if you don't mind me asking?
I feel like they upped the potency of horse, but I can't tell.
That'd be nice.
It would be, because before it was a tiny ass heal. Even with the added Helios, aspected Helios buff. Is Astro the only one that has a consistent AoE that I don't have to be in the middle of the mob
Yes.
to cast? That's awesome. I like being far and just doing damage.
Same.
But everybody else, you got the danger zone. The danger zone.
Danger.
This person's really annoying.
Yeah, a lot of moving.
The poison or bio 2.
No, not this boss. This person.
Oh.
Why?
Just what you said. They're doing a lot of
Jump.
movements.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Get your ass back over here.
The balance.
Hell yeah. Since we don't have any other melee, I might as well give it to you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And of course, I just realized they don't have any fucking pants on.
Because they ho.
Prostitution pays in this game because there's apparently a lot of people that just don't know how or won't get any, and I can bet you anything that's a man playing that
Probably
character. MMORPG,
Probably so.
mostly men online role-playing girls. Like, that's what it stands for.
Yep.
If you guys don't have it, like, stuck in your head, if you ever do play an MMORPG, that's exactly what it stands for. MMORPG, mostly men online role-playing girls.
Yeah. I'll get the chest. I'm looking for aiming gear.
Does that include accessories?
No, just the gear set, not the
Ah.
accessories. Damn it. I was targeting myself when I passed that fucking regen.
Why are you jumping?
Because they're a bun girl and they feel the need to jump. They're hippity hoppity.
Isn't that shit fucking annoying?
Yeah.
Excuse my language, but that type of shit irritates me. It's like part of my, like, so like it's like a thing, but like for misophonia, but it's like not. So like persistent and repetitive sounds like really get on my nerves. The same thing kind of applies to like visualization and seeing the same thing happen. Like someone jumping around, for example, for no reason. It like hits the part of pisses me off in my brain.
Your brain is like, ugh.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, by the way? Oh well.
Dead.
Yay.
I don't like them. They were annoying.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, do I get it? Please tell me I can have it. Yes!
Yeah, I passed on it. Just for you.
Well, I can need on it, so. But thank you.
I do want it, but yeah.
Well, it's the last piece that I need.
Nice.
So.
I'm looking for aiming and casting stuff.
You're so sweet. You know I only play so few classes.
Yeah. Well, now that the glam system is like so much like better than it was, like I don't have to just subjugate myself to healing gear as far as glam goes.
Prime space go.
Yeah.
And I like a lot of the Miss Wake gear sets. They look nice.
I mean, they're pretty goated right now, so
Yeah.
I totally can understand that.
Particularly the aiming, scouting, and casting.
I'm not entirely sure I even seen that one.
Which one? Scouting?
Actually, to be honest, I haven't been on any of them, so I'd have to say I've never seen any of them.
I saw someone at the market board in Tulio with a full set of aiming, and I was like, oh, I need.
I don't restore item. What the hell?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You know, like I needed to actually do like a couple other lower level dungeons because I have like all the other pieces. And, you know, they reward you one piece of gear that you do not have already upon completion of the duty. Yeah. I just have a couple pieces, but I don't know. I'll get around to it. It's not like that system is actually going to change anytime soon, but
I would hope not.
no, that would be terrible.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that.
So I've been like struggling to charge my phone all day because I just can't stay still. And then when I like go to leave to do my errands or whatever I'm doing, I forget my phone. So then my car doesn't unlock.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I mean like
Together, Stina.
my watch does work as like a unlock my car type of situation as well. But I think it needs my phone as a proxy. So because I don't have a wireless version of my watch. Well, I do, but my service doesn't support Apple products because it's Google. So it's always a fucking pissing contest between those two companies. Like, can you guys just fucking work together a little bit? We don't care. Like, also, YouTube and, well, sorry, Google.
Unfortunately, some people do.
Well, I mean, Google Alphabet in general has an issue with creating a product, and if that product doesn't make $1 billion within a year, they kill it.
Yep.
That could be a service. That could be a physical product, an item of some kind. If it doesn't gross $1 billion in 1 year, they just kill it.
Yep. Sounds like the company that would do that.
It's fucking annoying, and I'm like so over this type of shit. Like, why? I've had my phone service for like 12 years. Yeah, like 12 years. Google Fi, formerly Project Fi, and it's always been catered to Google. That's fucking great, fantastic. But didn't you know that that Apple is being sued for creating a monopoly, and that most people have iOS devices? Why wouldn't you
But
try
like,
to make
how
extra
can
money from that?
but like how is that? I just don't understand how that's making a monopoly because people just happen to want to buy the products.
It's not because of that, but that's how you create a monopoly. Is you convince other people that they need your products and services, and then once they get in there, you they make it really difficult for you to leave again. Be it for various reasons. It could be like your photos, it could be your music, it could be your contacts. That's how you create a monopoly. Make it really difficult for someone or something, like someone, to leave a product line because they have other obligations. For example, like people that have, like, this is easy, Apple TV, like their Apple TV box, because like Apple TV is really, really old, don't have any of their other connected services on there, and then give them like mute, like videos that you purchase from like the Apple store, and you say you have like 100 movies on there. Now, I'm not saying like you can't not use it anymore if you decide to go a different route, but like you're in for that product now, you know? And the only way that you can
Yeah.
purchase additional stuff is by having like an account with Apple, having your financial institution put on there. Otherwise, it's just like a box that has like internet connectivity and like movies that you've purchased in the past. You can't take that stuff and move it elsewhere. And like
Right.
Apple kind of does that, like to where like your photos are kind of like a thing. Like I remember moving photos from my Apple, my iPhotos or photos, and having it like downloaded and being like on Apple, it's like super highly compressed and everything. And then when I put all of the photos like on something else, it's decompressed. And then when I put it back onto something else, it's like that size. It's awful. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I haven't fallen for it. I've used the very first iPhone when I was like freaking 16, 17, before I left this side of the country and went elsewhere. Like, it was my first phone that I purchased with my own money, and I was like 16.
Yeah, I understand.
And I've been there ever since, just because it's like, oh, well, look, we make it so easy. Like, they do make it easier now. But don't think that that was by design, because it wasn't. They were forced to. And I'm not going to get into the reasons why and who, but like the law kind of made them. But honestly, I'm like I'm sick of Google even. Like, I've been trying to de-Google my life as much as possible. And
Bing.
well, it's not just Bing. Like, it's not just the search engine. Like, if you have a Gmail account, guess what? You're part of it. Like, part of the agreement for when you sign up for like a Gmail or a Google account, accounts.google.com, is like you need to trust them with your information and your data. And that means they're building a whole profile on you containing all of your shit. That's not by mistake or coincidence. That's just how it is. They're building a whole profile on you for as many years that you use their services.
Shit, I barely use them. One time I use them is if I Google shit.
I mean, I don't know how to, like, I already use Proton on a lot of stuff anyway, but like if my phone service is through Google, how the hell do I fix that? You know, I'm not sure that you can personally is like, that's what I'm thinking. But so, I mean, I use DuckDuckGo, I use Mozilla Firefox, and I use DuckDuckGo as my search engine. And then, like, for the longest time, I was just using DuckDuckGo browser. But since I have like multiple devices that are not sharing the same like operating system, I was like, let me just use Firefox again, reignite that from my childhood.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that damn place.
Mozilla Firefox.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I just use that. Um, that's not the best. I
Oh
mean,
my
like,
god. Why do people always call me when I'm trying to play the game? I hate it. But all day long, you just don't speak to me.
It's because you're very popular.
Popular schmopular. Leave me alone.
It's my day off. Leave me the fudge alone.
It's always the same person.
ew.
Like, damn, if I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk.
If you don't text me before calling me, you'll never hear me answer. Say, hey, I'm going to call you. Okay. Otherwise, I look at my phone like it's doing something I don't see very often.
It's like, ugh, God. Now I'm irritated.
All right, well,
What are we doing next?
I'm capped for the week, so
Oh, well,
you go have fun.
what else do you need to do? Zero.
I still need to do M2, and then the stuff for my the forest stuff for the Aether wheel.
Okay.
Welcome viewers. Hope you guys are well. If you are a new follower, I guess there's a little bit of a timeout before you can message me or participate in chat. But if you don't want to, that's fine. Lurkers are welcome, but don't be shy. Say hi.
But for right now, I'm just getting my society done.
Okay.
Did you do your timers? Your custom deliveries?
Fuck no.
All right, so I'm going to let them go for a little bit. They're off doing their weekly stuff. I believe I call it last minute Mondays, so they're doing their stuff to close out the week because reset is on Tuesday, but I guess they're doing their last minute Mondays on Sunday. So. So I don't really know what else I'm gonna do on here. I mean, I could look over some gear right now. Someone's got to save me from my boredom tonight. I don't want to do streaming all day. Like I don't. I kind of want to go like out to the bar right now, but like it's not what you think. Like that sounds really bad, but it's an arcade bar. And I had a good time playing darts last time. I never played that game before, but I won both times, so of course I'm gonna like it, right? But they had some pretty cool themed pinball machines up there, and I really like pinball. I think a lot of people do. Completely zeroed out. So now I have to start working again towards getting more gear, because that zeroed out my mnemonics. And I had been saving that for like 4 weeks? 4 weeks. 4 weeks? Math. I've been saving them for a while. Now they're completely zeroed. So I have to pretty much just start all over again. Oh, that is intense. That is absolutely intense, and no one should ever have to see this. So I'm going to send it to some of my friends. So anyway, I'm going to share it to you guys too. I really like Reddit sometimes, and this one is called Results of Doing 80 miles per hour in a Parking Garage, How You Spend Your Friday Night. And it shows pretty much a car split in half because they hit one of the support beams at 80 miles an hour. And it looks like a crime scene because some of the oil's mixed in with other liquids and it looks like blood. It's terrible. Also, why the hell would you do such a thing? Now, when it comes to Reddit, if it's not dogs, like dog content, video game content, and gun content, I'm not really interested. I just find it really difficult to be like invested in anything serious when it comes to Reddit anyway. I don't really like, I do have a Reddit account and I have used it a little bit. I think my account's like, I don't know, 5 years old, I think. Let me see. And I'll show you guys too so you can see if you're interested. I've posted some stuff up there, like maybe embarrassing. I don't know. My DuckDuckGo pops up and it's like my local gun store and it's just like a list of guns that I was looking at. Let's see if I'm still logged in. I want to see what my insights are of my post of the year. Like, I don't think I have followers on my Reddit, but like I don't actually. I don't think I do, but let's just, oh gosh, don't judge me. All right. So I posted this like 26 days ago. I'm like completely new to Reddit or anything, but like why does it have 101 views? It says, okay, and I also don't know how to get rid of that not safe for work like thing, but like I guess that's what my profile is. And yes, Josh, you're right. I think when you don't want to go on YouTube, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Like, I'm a visual person, and I feel like a lot of the stuff that I do look at, there is a lot of media involved, but I don't know, reading is difficult for dyslexic people. But I mean, I've had my Reddit for like a minute. I like participate in some of the chats for like CCW and all that stuff. Like, this is my gun, by the way. I showed it on stream. Not that. That's not me. There you go. That's my EDC. I did replace this black mag base with a gray one. So like I have a gray decocker, a gray barrel, a gray guns, a flat trigger, a Springer Precision, magwell, and a Springer Precision base pad in gray now. So, or magazine base pad in gray now. And then I have a Vantage Armory compensator on the front and, you know, a Streamlight. But, yeah, I use Reddit for, like, some stuff. There was something that I did reply on, and this is like in length, but like someone was like, what were they saying? They were pretty much saying that they have anxiety about carrying. And I put in my 2 cents, but like virtually every single person, well, not every single, a lot of people, like more people than you think, were literally in this person's post saying, don't get a CCW and all this other stuff. Because they were trying to take like a CCW test and all that stuff, and people were like saying, "Oh, don't get it. It's a waste of money." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, waste of money for fucking who? Like, I was at a point where I was buying like a new gun like every, I don't fucking know, every 2 months, and like having a CCW makes that shit super easy. So this is what I said. So the post on here says, I'm relatively new to shooting. I've only had my first gun for about 2 years, but I only recently have started take training more serious. I think they meant taking training more seriously. I'm so many hours of solid training away from taking my CCW test, but I just thought I would, but I just bought a holster and I can get a feel of how, a feel of it. And what I saw when I saw myself in the mirror, I hated the idea of carrying, mostly because I'm afraid of fucking up. Those are quotes, not quotes, but like fucking up. I'm afraid of having a ND and hurting myself, even worse, someone else. Have any of you experienced this? How did you get past it? Now, obviously, I got some views for my reply. It was kind of old, I feel like. No, actually it wasn't. I replied the same time that it was posted. And I said, long sorry, new to posting and commenting on posts. TLDR at bottom. Personally, I had to overcome this fear too, and I did it by going to the shooting range weekly with my main carry gun until I was comfortable. Backstory, I bought my first gun when I was 23 years old, and 23 years old after I left my then fiance and moved out on my own, needing a gun to defend myself since I can't fight and have a severe arm injury after being hit by a car while riding my bicycle home that same year. Since then, I've owned firearms for 13 years. However, I've never fired a single round until September 2025. I just had handguns. To be honest, I was scared to shoot one and prayed I would never need to, so I avoided the range. Anyway, presently, I have several handguns now, but I swear going to the shooting range weekly has made me incredibly confident with not only my handgun, but any other gun I've handled and fired. Additional info. I'm in Arizona. We have constitutional carry as well as permitless concealed carry here. We also don't have any weapons restrictions in the state. Walking around with an AR-15, a shotgun, or hell, even a katana is perfectly legal here, and we have no limits on the amount of weapons you can carry on you at a time. With that being said, you won't ever feel comfortable carrying any of those until you start. Regarding the CCW permits, not sure what other states do, but I wouldn't let others dissuade you from getting your CCW permit. Just because some people may find a permit useless doesn't mean you will. I also understand that not everyone has the means to apply and pay for the permit, which is why I think the US states should make it easier for people to carry a concealed weapon. In Arizona, residents don't need a CCW permit. However, I got mine anyway. It benefits you in multiple ways, I think. It's not only signals that you have been through instruction, but it adds insurance in the sense that you aren't just some criminal with a weapon. I think I was meaning for like with law enforcement, but makes buying firearms easier, and should you be in a defensive situation, having a CCW permit may benefit you in the eyes of the law versus someone that may not have their CCW permit in the same type of defense situation. If you travel to another state that requires a CCW permit, you can conceal carry legally there. All states have constitutional carry as per the Second Amendment, but personally I was going to open carry, but hearing the arguments of open carrying around a would-be criminal would put you in danger, and the would-be criminal could choose to target and eliminate you first if they see you have a gun. So I OC to the range, but CC every other time. Class fingerprinting application, Arizona. Class, the CCW class was $40 and was 3 hours, no test. The instructor just goes over the ARS 13 laws, and you have dialogue about each statute. Fingerprinting, fortunately, the fingerprinting service was done at the class and cost $25. Application, an AZ DPS application was $60. So in total, $125 plus 3 hours of your time. You just mail in the required documents and you're done. Got approved for my card in a week. In AZ, permits are valid for 5 years and cost $53 to renew. Renewal opens 90 days before the permit expiration. And then the OP replied, so wait, you shot your first gun in September and did you carry for over a decade without ever firing your guns? And I said, wild, right? 23 female at the time. To be honest, I never carried my gun. I just had it for home defense only. Anyway, when it comes to shooting, I felt out of my depth. I didn't have any friends or family that had interest in shooting, and I was scared to go to the range by myself in such a male-dominated space that I was scared to make a fool of myself in public. I'm at the range now every week. It helps that the range that I go to has free range time for rentals 2 days of the week for women, and a women's gun club meeting once a month. I've learned so much and gained so much confidence since I started going with other women, and I feel perks that are women focused encourages other timid newbie women to come to the range. I know you will overcome this anxiety. Anyway, I hope you and everyone else have never have to use your firearms, and I hope you stay safe as well. Cheers. The OP replies, I'm glad you were able to overcome your fears. I'm not young or female, but I understand where you're coming from. I'll continue to train, and I know I will get past my own hurdle. Thanks for sharing. Stay safe. So, I mean, I use it for stuff, but, you know, not anything stupid, I suppose. If that's stupid, like, then it's stupid, but... Josh says, Gym Bros love Reddit for talking about steroids and testosterone and stuff. Is that what they do? That is fucking weird. I mean, there's also a lot of slop on Reddit too. Like, I don't spend a lot of time on there, but I do go on there. Sometimes and mostly to try to be helpful, but like, I find a lot of the stuff on there just very, very bizarre. I mean, I have an Instagram, right? My Instagram has like over 3,000 followers, but I don't follow anyone. It's just 0. Because, first of all, people think they're a lot more interesting than they actually are. And that's why I don't follow anyone. Also, too, like, I kind of, like, low-key used to start shit with people. Because my Instagram was, like, a battleground for me and my business at the time. And, like, sorry, I'm not one to, like, put up with anyone's bullshit or theft. And I'll, like, expose people on the goddamn internet. There was, like, a multi-million-dollar company. I believe, like, it could be, like, close to $1 million in revenue. They went to I used to talk shit about them because I received an order from them a long time ago. And I felt completely taken advantage of by them, and I made that shit known. Tell me why the owners come on their personal website, their personal Instagrams, and not their business Instagram to lurk at my posts. And then, like, I screenshotted that shit and I would post it in my stories and call them out. So I don't follow anyone because I start shit with people, and I don't want people to target the people that I follow, if that makes sense. Now, that was a different time, but I don't do that shit anymore. But people remember. So, I just don't want any potential person that I follow, because that shit's public, to be targeted for, like, me and the stuff that I do to people. So, but also on top of that, I just don't really use Instagram anymore. I've had my Instagram since August 2011. So do with that what you will. In fact, I even wonder what's on my feed right now for Reddit. Oh wait, that's like something else I do on Reddit is I look at a lot of fountain pen and, like, notebook stuff, because I kind of low-key collect fountain pens, like really expensive ones, or at least really expensive to me fountain pens. So I see posts about fountain pens and people's experiences, and then I see inky hands everywhere. And then I see people, like, dropping their gold nib fountain pens and, like, showing their bent nibs. They're like, what am I supposed to do? Because you can't buy replacements. But yeah, mainly that type of stuff. Oh, and also I am part of the subreddit Taco Bell. Man, those stories are crazy. Josh, do you happen to use Reddit? And if you do, what for? You know what I hear people use Reddit for? Apparently there's like a, I don't even know how to describe it, a darker side or an adult side of Reddit that I don't know about. And like, it's like literally like internet hookup app, I think. I don't know. I don't know, but that's what I see. I think there's a lot of ammo corn on there. But I don't know. I'm too afraid to like venture out there. So I was actually friends with someone with one of the largest like kink group on, he was the owner of the subreddit. He still is. I'm not going to mention what it was, but he's like talked about the money, and like he didn't tell me until after we like started like hanging out and stuff. And this was like a couple years ago. And I was like, oh, so you're part of that group. Gotcha. To kind of give you a hint on what type of subreddit he owns, it's when there are guys, I think, that have their wives see other people and they like that. So that is the subreddit that he owns. I'd never been on there, but he was like super hesitant on telling me. I'm like, dude, I don't care. If you don't want to tell me, you don't want to tell me. And then he told me. I was like, whatever makes you happy, dude. And then apparently he messages me and he's all trying to hang out with me. But I was like, where the hell have you been? And he's like, oh, I started fucking this OF model. And then I started doing drugs. And I was like... And you expect me to hang out with you now? Weird. Fuck that. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm okay being completely square. I have the occasional drink, and I don't do any type of substance, so... And I don't really feel obligated to. So there's this app that I use. Tell me why someone messaged me from 8,000 miles away. Is that possible? There was a couple people today that messaged me from 94 miles away. And they were like talking some type of shit, kind of. Not like to me, but like, so no love. Some shit like that. And I was like, dude, you're 94 miles away. What the fuck do you want? And I said that because I don't care. Actually, you know what I could do right now? I think there was a guy recently who messaged me from Fresno. He's like, I'll totally drive out there. And I think there was another guy who was like also like about 100 miles away. He's like, how about a date? I was like, you drive 94 miles to take me out on a fucking date for an afternoon? I was like, sure, show up. Crickets. What I think will always like never cease to amaze me are the amount of people, the amount of guys that will say just about anything just because they have their dick in their hand. I could never. Now, I almost hit 30 followers, you guys. I know I haven't been doing this that long, but I'm trying. I don't know. I feel like maybe Josh is not seeing my message. Can't say. Aww. So, I just got a message from one of my friends. He wanted to, like, hang out, do something, whatever, yesterday. But I said, would tomorrow be better? He's like, yeah. I guess he shampooed his carpets. And he's like, my carpets are still wet, so... Oh well, I haven't only seen him in a year, maybe more. Who knows? Also, it is one of my friend's birthdays today. She's 37 today. So, if you are watching this, Riri, happy birthday, you lesbian bitch. She and I have been friends for, ooh, 21 years. So she's pretty much been like my best friend for 21 years, but we both kind of drifted apart a bit because, you know, she's in a relationship with someone and they have kids, so she has, like, I suppose, extra responsibility now. And she also lives, like, clear across the state, kind of. I say across the state, but, like, I'm on one side of the greater Metro Phoenix area and she's on the other side. So, and I suppose neither one of us want to go see each other. Like, first of all, like, I don't mind if she comes to, like, see me, but I think for me to feel comfortable with going to see her at her place, I would feel more comfortable if I met her girlfriend or her fiance or waifu, whatever you want to call. I don't know what their actual status is, but they could be engaged, but they could also be married. I don't know. I invited the bitch to my wedding, but so I guess, like, a life, like, adult life shit got in the way. And we just haven't seen each other in a few years. I think it was, like, slightly post-COVID was the last time that I saw her. I hear you, Josh. But, like, I don't know, maybe I'm the strange one. I thought people typically go to, like, YouTube for, like, reviews and tips and stuff. Like, that's how I learned a lot of stuff. Like, more specifically, like, that's where I learned how to crochet and, like, sew and, like, do all kinds of computer things. And I could probably say the majority of my education came from YouTube, not Reddit. Hi, Salty Sailor. Tonight I'm all right. It's not really. It's not really, like, a lot going on in my day today, honestly. It's been kind of boring. I haven't written in my diary for, like, 2 days because reasons, and, like, there's not much for me to do on here, so it's, like, kind of like an impromptu, weird, like, stream that I have going on right now. Oh, so, yeah. What about you? How are you doing? Hmm. I see. So I guess it just depends on. Okay, so I think like unless like it's media on Reddit, I could understand how YouTube might get like annoying because like you always have to like stop and play or maybe go back like all the time. But if there's like written dialogue out for how to do something, or if you're just looking for like a type of visual, like maybe Reddit would be, ideal, I suppose. I guess I'll have to start looking into that personally. Like I said, I don't really use social media or like Reddit or anything, but I can understand how maybe having like, because like YouTube's all video or audio, but I feel like most of the time people it's just video. But like Reddit, if you kind of want to read something or like have steps, have a recipe. That's a little bit better, I suppose, if you're more of like a comprehension thinker. Is that a term? I know it's something that I lack. Like, I hear it's a skill that you have to learn that people go to college for to like learn how to comprehend certain things. I don't know, but I love watching videos on like YouTube on how to do something and then doing it because I just do what they do in the video. It's my favorite. Okay, another thing that I think I can do today, because it's a daily, is I could torture myself with more stuff that I don't want to do. So more society quests via Fisher. Let's see if it's the same ones. Yeah, I think they're the same except for keeping on the lights, but let me see if that's actually true. Okay, so it just needs stonefly nymphs. The usual. Yeah. Guess I'm taking the long way there. You know, they really, really got to give us a fishing tackle because using paid services for extra storage is kind of bullshit. Stagnant ass water here. All right, got one. Teleport over here to Ikbrax. It's fucking annoying. All right, let's see. God damn it, they always make it like this. Why in the whole fucking map you're gonna have two Aetherites that you can teleport to? That shit is so frustrating. Ooh, well, you need to adventure. I can still adventure with more than two. All right, Josh, have fun. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, I remember this person. We did this one kind of last night, I believe. Or not the last time that I did it. Alright, please don't tell me I have an upgrade. I don't really want to... Oh, that's good. Now I have a ways to go, so... Now the question is, do I want to do the Yakoi right now? Should I ride my soup? You know, I don't really so much mind these missions to do. But I do mind the tediousness of fucking getting to your destination in here. Like, if this part is supposed to be so sacred and whatever, we have to get special permission to go in here. Like, why didn't they diversify the fucking race completely? The Yakhoi are carbon copies of each other. I'm riding a crepe. Which component? Fucking replacement golem components. Every single day we need you to repair our golem. So someone messaged me today, and I have like a profile pic up, and it was just from like one of my streams. Or sorry, it was a post-stream photo, and it was when I was wearing the red one. He's like, what's with your RBF? And I was like, what the fuck is an RBF? Like, how old are you? He says, excuse my language. Your resting bitch face. How rude. And all I was doing in the picture was this. Like, that's all I was doing. Apparently that constitutes me having a resting bitch face? Bruh. I guess. I mean, I guess maybe I do have a resting bitch face, but like, how do you... You know, and I got a message from someone else too, said like my glasses were like a filter or something, or some type of fucking AI generated something. What the hell do you mean? They're literally sitting on my face. I was like, you know, you could ask questions rather than assume. I know not being self-centered for, you know, a change is very bizarre, but like that's really, really weird ass behavior, if you ask me. I can't read. Is this what I'm looking for? No, it's not. But I'll do it. Oh shit, I fucked up. I have to click that first. And then this. And then this. And then I can like do this a whole bunch of times. So if you guys are wondering, which you're probably not, but I have not eaten in 24 hours. I have a lot of food on me, as Dr. Nawazardan would say. Probably enough food on me for the next, like, 9 months. Now, I don't make it like a habit of like eating every day. Like if I do eat, it's like once every 24 hours, like at most, but I don't really like lately I've found that I just really don't like eating like consecutive days at a time. So like if I eat on Monday, I don't typically feel good about eating on Tuesday. Unless it's been at least, like, I think at minimum is like my new regular is like every 24 hours. Fucking what the hell? You know what I was just thinking of? This game talks a lot about mezcal. At least throughout the 7.0 story, and like kind of after that. I thought that shit was just tequila. So when I went to level 1, that arcade bar, one of the barbacks was kind enough to give me a shot for free. No. Don't do that. Mezcal is disgusting. It's a smoky tequila, and it's silver. I had nothing but like wood taste in my mouth all night. Haha. You perverts are gonna probably like stitch that, but like... But yeah, it was a very, very smoky, woody flavor. And it didn't rinse away. And he said himself that he didn't even really like it. Like, it's good, but you can't drink a lot of it because if you do, you'll literally smell like a fireplace and taste a fireplace in your mouth. And it pretty much is just... leaves the taste in your mouth of something that you don't want left in your mouth, such as burned or smoked wood flavor in your mouth. Now, even Chardonnay is like, I like Chardonnay, but Chardonnay is typically in oak barrels, right? But that, I don't think that shit's smoky. And like I think even me, I've gone like for like Silver Creek, which is in ceramic bottles, and they're not preserved or aged or whatever, matured in oak barrels. And I like that. I don't know, man. I had an ex who used to drink Maker's Mark all the time. And the smell of that was like intense as fuck. Like I couldn't. He would throw up like all over the place and it would just smell like wood. Maybe I'm scarred from that and mezcal doesn't have a chance, but no. No. I can't do it. If you guys ever had mezcal, you like it, let me know, because like if you like it, I love it. Like there's nothing against that, but for me it is just not the thing. Alright guys, well, not really sure what else to be doing in here. I spent all my currency. I'm capped, but I will be on tomorrow to try to do last minute Monday stuff on my alt. I just kind of wanted to talk to people, but got a little bit of chat out of some people. Hopefully I will get some more. At least you guys make my streams a little bit more interesting. I would like to bring talking points to my stream, but I just have not had time to think about something like that. But I'll think about it, see if I can't talk about something for a little bit. Normally I do my little introductions that are like 10 to 15 minutes of like recapping and or stuff that are prompts to talk about, something maybe I might have been thinking about. But until then, I do hope you guys had a really good weekend. If your week is starting tomorrow, I will see you next time. Have a good night, everyone.